Hey guys, welcome to the first track review I've done in like a long time. It's been, I don't know, a couple months since I've done a track review. I'm not at the finish line of this track right now because I'm checking the camera to see how good the quality looks, and it looks decent. It's kind of hard with some cameras to film Halo because with Reach it's easy, but with this game it's hard since on impact at least the pieces are very white and doesn't look good in the camera sometimes. It's looking okay right now. So anyways, introduction. Wow, I messed up that word. This is Victoria Field SX by King Edward. I reviewed one of his SXs. I reviewed Enigmatic. That was about 2 months ago or so. So if you want to go check that out, go ahead. Enigmatic, I think I gave it like a 9.5 or 4, something like that. It's a pretty good track. Anyways, Victoria Field is what he followed up Enigmatic with. And I like this one too, a lot. I like it better than Trisolite. Which isn't that hard to do. But this track is, it's very fun. I was racing it with some of my friends, I don't know, a month ago. It's been a long time since I raced on this track. This is the first time I raced on it in a long time, but when I was racing on it, it was very fun. This track, it's not as technical as Enigmatic. Enigmatic's not a majorly technical track, but this track's a little bit more, it has more fun sections, I guess you could say. It's the best way to say it, than Enigmatic. You know, somebody that's not very good at Supercross can easily pick up this track, because really all you need to do if you want to do decent at this track is just run the berms in every turn. Not necessarily the way you want to do it, but you know, you can just easily complete laps here if you just run the berms everywhere. It's be easy track on beginners, although it does have some hard spots where, you know, when you get used to the track you'll find faster lines through areas. It's one of those tracks. Anyways, just give a run through on each section, what I think about it as we come to the finish line. So there's the finish line right there. And over here we have the first section, which I like. It's similar to some of the sections on Enigmatic where you take the berm, you just jump over it, but if you take the inside you need a little throttle control. That section right there, you just full speed it either side. Doesn't really matter. Both sections are pretty simple, fun sections. This one's simple, just self-explanatory. This section over here I love because it's fun to just go like this on the section, just whip your goose to the left and back to the right, like on every single time. I did it perfect once, like every single jump on that section, I just whipped the goose to the left, next jump back to the right, and it looked hilarious. The section, it's fun just doing it normally, but screwing around on it is a lot of fun too. Sometimes it's hard not to screw around on it. Anyways, here we come back to the finish line, and do another run through. Yeah, simple track. It's just normal length, I'd say, for a Supercross track. It's not too long, it's not too short, just normal length. Should be a competitive track. Like I said, it's one of those tracks that can easily be picked up, but you, if you want to be fast here, there definitely are ways to find speed in certain sections. Take the inside here. Yeah, this section's very fun, because I couldn't do it now, but one time I was just whipping it off every single jump there, and it's a lot of fun. That section right there is probably the hardest on the track. Got that interesting rollover with the ruts on it. Sometimes the ruts catch you. I kind of like that. That jump is probably the hardest jump on the track. Then we come around to the finish, which really all you gotta do is run the berm and you'll make it. If you don't run the berm, you'll probably case it. No, you will case it if you don't run the berm. But I'll run a different line this time through the track to show you what it's like doing the inside or the outside on some corners. Just, you know, doing a different line. I always take the outside here, so I'm going to try to go a little bit more on the inside. You see this section still works fine. A little bit faster on the outside. But, actually I don't even know what's faster in that last section. Right here, I really don't know. Like I just did right there, like whipping the goose back and forth. It's a lot of fun. That section requires throttle control, not what I just did. Roll over, I just stick it to the inside. I don't know if there's really any fast line there. That was kind of a tough corner. You need to make that corner over there full speed in order to make that triple right there. So it's a very tough corner. It's a very tough jump too. I'll run the inside here because I didn't do it the last time. But yeah, see, you'll case if you run the far inside, so you want to go as wide as possible. Here, requires a little bit of throttle control, slow down and gas it on exit. I guess you could jump it. I'll try that next time. I guess you could jump it. More cool if you don't. But, yeah, overall, the flow of this track is great. That's a good thing with Edwards tracks. All of his tracks, whether you take the inside or the outside on them, have a pretty good flow, and that's what I focus on a lot in Supercross. Dang it. Now that's why you want to keep it straight instead of whipping it back and forth, because sometimes that'll happen. But a lot of my ratings on Supercross tracks goes to the flow of the track, and this track is a very good flow. It has no section on it that really messes up the flow of the track. It stays nice and consistent, and it's fun. It's fast-paced. It's another thing I grade on is how fun the track is, and this track's very fun. Like I said, beginners easy to pick up, and for advanced riders, they can definitely find ways to get speed on other people here. So that's very good. Aesthetics I don't really care for on Supercross tracks, although this does have better aesthetics than most Supercross tracks do, with the big stadium over there. But yeah, aesthetics are very simple, and I don't really care about aesthetics on Supercross tracks. Whoops. You got the big HT sign right there coming out of this section. Let me try the... That's how you're supposed to do it right there. Not, I mean, I could have had more speed and landed that jump, but like I said, this track, very easy for beginners, but like I said before, for advanced riders could definitely find speed on sections like that. I already said that was probably the hardest section on the track. I pretty much went through everything already, so I do want to run one more lap to try that jump back there a different way. But this track already receives a good rating because the whoops do not flip you. Inside joke. Okay, I know what I forgot. Consistency. That's another thing I focus on in Supercross tracks. This track is very consistent. I don't really get randomly flipped here. If I get flipped here, there's generally a reason for it. So that's a good... That is what I love about that section. It's just so... I don't know, every time you run it, every time you take that section, it seems to hit you a different way, and it's always just funny. It's a fun section. It's probably my favorite on the track. Like I was saying, very consistent track. Like I said, if you screw up or flip, you generally know why. And it did, it worked fine. Just full speeding it, but yeah, you usually know why you screwed up when you flip on this track. So that's a good thing. It's not like Outbreak, which you guys will see the race there soon, where, you know, you'll take a section the same way, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That's also a problem with Minneapolis. I don't know if I reviewed Minneapolis. I like Minneapolis, but it's not the most consistent track. This track, though, is a lot better for consistency than most Supercross tracks. There we go. There, I cleared it that time. Another thing I like about Edwards tracks is that you can run a lot of different lines on them. Every single section, there's pretty much a different line you can take, and you can be successful. I mean, I can just mix and mash it this lap. Just run the outside one corner, inside another. Very easy to build a good rhythm on this track, and that's part of why that's also attributing to the fact that the flow is so good here, which I like to touch on because I like tracks with good flow. But I was thinking that this track, it's very good. I was thinking when going into this review before I started recording, it's good, but it's not as good as Enigmatic. But the more I race it, the more fun I have with it. Bob Saget. Oh wow, saved it. The more I race this track, the more fun I have with it. So it's a very good track. Definitely be fun to race on. I'd like to do a race here and see how competitive it is, because I think this would be a competitive track. Rating's tough. It's right up there with Enigmatic in my opinion. Like, I thought this was, you know, good, but noticeably not as good as Enigmatic. But like I said, while doing the review, I don't know. This track gets better the more you race it. Rating, gonna be hard to do on this track, and this review is going longer than Enigmatic. One final lap, that's what I'll do, and I'll just screw everything up like I just did. But anyways, final rating I give this track, I gave Enigmatic, which was Edwards' other Supercross, I give it a 9.45. I don't remember, it was too long ago, but I gave it something like that. This track I'm going to give a 9.3. I don't like it as much as Enigmatic, but it is a solid follow-up. I would definitely race this track any day on top of racing Enigmatic. basically what I'm trying to say is I'd race both of them. I think they're both very fun tracks. They're both very close too. I just like Enigmatic a little bit more. Anyways, coming across finish line, that's the end of the review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully Edward makes some more. I tried to do a whip, I completely failed. Hopefully Edward makes some more Supercrosses soon, so I can review them and make more fun of Trisolite, because Trisolite is such a bad track. I should review that. But anyways, next review will probably be Trisolite. If you don't know what Trisolite is, you're about to find out. And hope you enjoyed this review. This track can be found on King Edward's file share. It's a very solid track. I suggest you try it, especially for people that don't race Supercross tracks. This would be a good one to start out with. Because it's fun. Like I said, it's good for beginners, but at the same time, when you get advanced, you can learn other things about this track. Complete this lap. Oof, that was rough. Yeah, very fun track. I'd really like to try a race here, see how it turns out, and I'll see you guys next time. Whip, please, whip, whip. Dang it, that was horrible. See you next time.